What up, everybody? It's your boy King Games 80. Welcome back to King's Nation. So, guys, I have my what's the word I'm looking for? I have my opinions on the new anime live-action Bleach. Now, I've seen all of the episodes for Bleach, except for anything from the manga. So, I haven't read the manga, but I've seen all the anime. And luckily for me, live action at Bleach only takes place around right before Ichigo goes to the Soul Society. So, the things that I noticed first of all, in the live action Bleach is that one, Chad does not have his, I don't know, colorful Hawaiian shirt. I don't know if it's a Hawaiian shirt or not. But he doesn't have his shirt, but he does have his pendant. That's one of the things that they don't of clothing they got wrong. I don't see why it was so hard to have his iconic shirt, or not iconic shirt, but you know what I mean, like his normal day shirt. Now granted, he was in school, so he has his school uniform on, but like there was times where he was outside of school, and I think he should have had his shirt, unless he just got out of school. But that's just a little nitpick. Also, but the one who doesn't really get an excuse is, see if I can say his name right, Urahara. You know, the one with the Zanpakuto of Betty Hime. His overcoat or jacket is green, not this burgundy red. So that was kind of weird that they chose not to really have that incorporated when it's something that's really easy to do. Also, what else did I think? I was really think for the clothing wise, I didn't really say anything wrong. It was just a little more nitpicks that I have. The hat is on point, by the way. Anyways, the difference between the anime and the live action is that in the anime, you don't really get a training montage with Ichigo training with Rukia. You don't see that. You just see him magically, like, kind of decent with sword fighting. You know, he's just swinging it around. In live action, he has a training montage with Rukia. Multiple ones, kind of, and then like one serious one. So I think that was a plus to it, to add more to it, to have like a training montage that explains to why he's good wielding a sword, or Zanpakuto in this case. One of the things I don't really like is that Ichigo was allowed to go kill Grand Fisher, with Renji already found Ichigo. He was automatically planning to kill Ichigo, but he got away because not Urahara. Now I say his name right, but the Quincy. I can't say the Quincy's name correctly. So Ishida, I think is how you say his name. Anyway, so the Quincy helps Ichigo escape, and then another time is when Byakuya shows up with Renji, and they're like, oh, he can't kill the Grand Fisher, and Ichigo shows up and convinces them to let me kill Grand Fisher, and so I can get my powers stronger. A really big change is that in the anime, Rukia never tries to get back her powers, as far as I remember. On top of that, Ichigo just has it. There wasn't really a way to retransfer the powers, from what I remember. But in the live action adaptation, as soon as Ichigo gets done fighting the Hollow, he wakes up and she shows up at his school. She tries to get back the powers, but it turns out Ichigo's soul is too weak, or his body's too weak, where it couldn't withstand the retransfer, I guess. So that's why he needed to get stronger and train so he can get his powers back. So that's what I find weird about it, because Ichigo has such a strong soul, and I think the way they described it was that the fact that his body was weak but his soul was strong. I mean, I guess so. Like, if a body wasn't trained to hold in that kind of power, then I guess the body could give out and he could die. So there's that. Also, it just feels like a letdown. Like, I personally do kind of like the live action of Bleach, but I feel like it could have been even greater with Grand Fisher leading up to it, because the battle wasn't really disappointing, but it kind of was at the same time. You know, the Quincy interferes into the battle, which is supposed to be only Ichigo's fight with Grand Fisher, and it just feels like robbed. Ishida doesn't take or steal the kill, but it just, there was a moment you like in the anime, Grand Fisher uses Ichigo's mother's soul or spirit to kind of stop Ichigo from attacking, and they kind of have this touching moment. But in the live adaptation, that doesn't happen. Grand Fisher does use Ichigo's mother, but it's only like to a block, and there's not really a touching moment saying that Ichigo, it's not your fault that I'm dead. I did this to protect you. I would have done it all over again. Something like that. And then from that, Ichigo kind of got a power up, or I don't know, a rage boost or a happy boost. I don't know. But that didn't happen, so I was disappointed. And then as soon as Grand Fisher dies, Renji shows up. The battle was okay. Ichigo broke his sword in the live adaptation, but not in the anime, I believe. And the exchange between Byakuya and Ichigo in the live adaptation in the last moments were really, really good. Actually, I feel like it did actually better than it did in the in the anime. The funny thing is also that even though like my ships for anime Bleach is, I totally agree with Ichigo with Orihime, because I guess I don't know, they don't really show moments with in between, but Orihime likes Ichigo. The creator lets you guys know that, hey, Orihime likes Ichigo like a lot, but there's nothing between Rukia and Ichigo. Not really, more like a friendship stuff than anything else. So that's why I feel like I don't see why Rukia would be even with Ichigo. But in the live adaptation, there are actually really cool moments and good moments, especially towards the end, you know, that made me be like, yeah, I can now actually see Rukia being with Ichigo, or Ichigo being with Rukia, you know, something like that. But again, it's gonna be live action, so it's not really. I can't wait if they do another one. I can't wait to see how they do Kenny. So all in all, I say it was good. So far, Bleach is a better live adaptation than an Attack on Titans, from what I heard, but definitely than Full Metal Alchemist. You know, they didn't use any really cool special effects. Like the Kido was kind of weak looking, and they ruined that moment. But
we can do better.
They didn't have like all the reishi or energy showing up off of Ichigo's body, which I guess if you don't know how, or feel like it looks cheap during production, like cut it out, because then at least, you know, don't ruin a good show with bad visual. Keep no visual and have a good show. That's like my thing of it. So all in all, I say it's definitely a 6 out of 10 for me. Definitely a 6 out of 10. I would rate it. I say go watch it, especially if you guys don't like live action, or even if you do. It's good just to watch it. Anyway, guys, that's it for all I have for you guys today. I'll see you guys later on the flip side, or whatever. I don't know when I'll see you guys again. My schedule is all kinds of messed up. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of the video. Let me know how I'm improving Call of Duty. Let me know what your thoughts were on the live action. What did you find that was okay to change and not okay to change? What was bad and what was good? What was your takes on how the hollows looked? What were your takes on Ichigo's swords, or even Renji's Zanpakuto? Personally, for me, it looked plastic. I think even if it was, you know, the effects could have been better. Did you nitpick anything from the show or not? You know, guys, tell me in the comments, like I said, and like the button. Bye!